Hello, everyone, and welcome to Motivation for the Day. It's great to have you here. How many of you feel a little jolt of anxiety when things don't go according to plan? A canceled trip, a sudden career shift, or even just a change in your daily routine. It's a completely human reaction. We love comfort. We love predictability. Our brains are literally wired to seek out stability because, historically, that meant safety. But here's a thought. What if the one thing we're hardwired to resist is actually the very thing we need to grow? Think about it. Every significant moment of growth in your life probably came from a period of change. Learning to walk meant falling down. Your first day of school was a huge change. Moving to a new city, starting a new job, ending a relationship. These are all moments of profound transformation. They are uncomfortable, yes. But they are also the crucibles where our strength, resilience, and character are forged. I want you to picture a lobster. It's a bit of a weird analogy, but stick with me. A lobster is a soft, squishy creature that lives inside a rigid, hard shell. That shell doesn't grow. So, how does the lobster grow? As it gets bigger, the shell becomes confining and uncomfortable. The lobster feels under pressure and stressed. It goes under a rock formation to protect itself from predators, sheds its old shell, and produces a new, bigger one. Eventually, that shell becomes uncomfortable too, and it repeats the process. The stimulus for the lobster to be able to grow is that it feels uncomfortable. Now, if lobsters had doctors, they'd go to them and say, "I'm feeling stressed, I'm uncomfortable." The doctor might give them a pill, and they'd feel better. But you know what? They'd never shed their shell. They'd never grow. The times we feel stress and pressure are often signals. They are our uncomfortable shell moments. These are crescimento, growth opportunities. It's our body and mind telling us, hey, the old way isn't working anymore. It's time to shed this shell and expand. Change isn't the enemy. It's the messenger. It's the universe's way of pushing us out of our comfort zones so we can become the larger, more capable versions of ourselves we are meant to be. So how do we get better at this? How do we stop fighting change and start flowing with it? The first step is acceptance. It's about acknowledging the reality of the situation without judgment. Instead of saying, "This shouldn't be happening," try saying, "This is happening." This simple shift in language is incredibly powerful. It takes you out of a state of resistance and moves you into a state of observation. You stop wasting energy fighting what is, and you can start directing that energy toward figuring out what's next. Think of it like being caught in a river current. If you fight against it, you'll exhaust yourself and get nowhere. But if you accept that you're in the current, you can start looking for the riverbank, for a branch to grab, or just orient yourself to float downstream energy with the flow until you reach a calmer spot. Acceptance isn't giving up. It's a strategic move to conserve your energy for what truly matters. Once you've accepted the change, the next step is to find the opportunity within it. Every change, no matter how disruptive it feels, carries a hidden gift. A job loss can be the catalyst to start that business you've always dreamed of. A relationship ending can be the beginning of a profound journey of self-discovery and self-love. A health challenge can lead to a complete overhaul of your lifestyle, making you healthier and more vibrant than ever before. This requires a mindset shift from, "Why is this happening to me?" to "What is this trying to teach me?" or "What can I learn from this?" Ask yourself powerful questions. What new skills can I develop? Who can I become through this experience? How can this challenge make me stronger, wiser, or more compassionate? When you start looking for the lesson, the pain of the change starts to transform into the power of purpose. You're no longer a victim of circumstance. You become a student of life. Let's take a practical example. Imagine your company announces a major restructuring, and your role is being eliminated. The initial shock and fear are valid. Acknowledge them. But after that initial wave, you have a choice. You can spiral into despair, or you can see it as the universe hitting the reset button for you. This is your chance. You can update your resume with all the great things you've accomplished. You can network with people you haven't spoken to in years. You can take that online course to learn a new, in-demand skill. Maybe you'll find a job that's a much better fit, with a better culture, or even more pay. The end of one chapter is, by definition, the beginning of another. You get to be the author of that next chapter. Another key to embracing change is to focus on what you can control. In any situation, there are things we can control and things we can't. We can't control the weather, the economy, or the actions of other people. But we can always control our response. We can control our attitude, our effort, and our focus. When you feel overwhelmed by a big change, make a list. Draw a circle on a piece of paper. Inside the circle, write down everything you have direct control over. Your mindset, your daily habits, who you talk to, what you eat, whether you exercise. Outside the circle, write down everything you can't control. Now crumple up the paper and mentally throw away everything outside the circle. It's not your burden to carry. Pour all your energy into the things inside that circle. This simple exercise can bring back an immense sense of agency and power when you feel like events are just happening to you. And remember, you don't have to go through change alone. This is when your support system is most critical. Talk to trusted friends, family, or a mentor. Sharing your feelings can lighten the load, and others might offer perspectives you hadn't considered. They can be your cheerleaders, reminding you of your own strength when you forget it. We are social creatures, and connection is a fundamental human need, especially during times of uncertainty. Ultimately, embracing change is an act of faith. It's faith in your own resilience. It's faith that, even if you can't see the whole path, you can take the next right step. Life isn't a straight line. It's a series of seasons. There are seasons of sunshine and seasons of storm, seasons of planting and seasons of harvest. Resisting the seasons is futile. A wise farmer doesn't get angry at winter. They use that time to rest, plan, and prepare for the spring. So the next time change comes knocking at your door, and it will, I want you to try something different. Take a deep breath, welcome it in. Ask it what it has come to teach you. Look for the opportunity hidden within the challenge. Focus on what you can control. Lean on your support system and trust in your ability to navigate whatever comes your way. You are not the same person you were a year ago, and you won't be the same person a year from now. And that is a beautiful thing. That is growth. That is life. Don't just survive the changes. Use them to thrive. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today on Motivation for the Day. If this message resonated with you, please give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next video. I'd love to hear in the comments about a time a big change in your life led to something amazing. Your story could be the motivation someone else needs to hear today. Until next time, keep growing.